So y'all live now here.
Oh shit. We already live?
Yep, y'all good.
Hey, shalom. Want to give all praise and glory to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kadash.
Hey, double unto the apostles, the elders, the great men, stone and rule well. Peace and blessings to the hopefully elect. We having class out here on Saturdays, out here in Dallas, like we normally do, and I got in late. And the brother Yatazak had mentioned something about how this knowledge is in like earthen vessels, right?
Right.
So I want to get a precept on that because it had me to think that a lot of people don't believe that the wisdom and knowledge of the Lord is here, or dealing with men whom the Lord called out of darkness into his light to come out here and preach to the nation of Israel.
That's right.
So right here, this is like a Jeremiah 32:14. It said, "Thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, take these evidences, this evidence of the purchase, both which is sealed." Man, this is crazy. "And this evidence which is open, and put them in earthen vessels, that they may continue many days." I'll read it again. Jeremiah 32:14. "Thus said the Lord of hosts, the Lord of armies," right? "The power of Israel, take these evidence." We went to the word evidence. It means like it says legal document or book of prophecies. That's talking about the Bible, right? So take this evidence, what? The wisdom and knowledge and understanding of this Bible, right?
Right.
Take these evidence, this evidence of the purchase. So how was we purchased? Through the blood of Yahweh Shai, man, by him shedding his blood on the cross. That was the purchase of adopting Israel back, but going into the elect now. Check this out. "Both which is sealed." Now you go to Revelation 5:5, it said, you pull it up real quick.
This is Revelation 5, verse 5.
It said, "Both which is sealed." Now watch this.
It says,
the evidence, meaning legal document, right, which is sealed. Go ahead.
Revelation 5:5. "And one of the elders said to me, Weep not. Behold, the Lion of the tribe of Judah, the root of David, has prevailed to open the book and to loose the seventh seal thereof."
So now that's how we're able to get this wisdom and knowledge and understanding, because Yahweh Shai said his blood, he's the only man on this planet to be able to loose the seal, meaning the understanding out of this Bible, man.
Right.
So right here back in Jeremiah 32:14, "Thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, take this evidence, this legal document, this evidence of the purchase, both which is sealed." Yahweh Shai was the one that broke the seal,
right,
meaning the understanding of his word. "And this evidence which is open." Now it's open. The legal document, the book of prophecies, is open now, right? "And put them in earthen vessels." So what that's talking about? That's not talking about taking this understanding and put it in like an actual earthen vessel. And say, and like look up in the corner and say, well, you know what? That's the truth of the Lord right there. The earthen vessel is talking about the men whom we call out the world, right? To put this wisdom and knowledge and understanding in their bodies to go out here and wake up the nation of Israel, man.
In the inward parts.
Yep.
Because the laws are going to be written in our inward parts, right? It's we're getting an inkling of it now. The Lord's bestowed his understanding on us. Right? We're those earthen vessels.
That's right. "That they may continue many days." And we continue, and it started back in the 60s with our Bivens,
right? And
now the apostles and the elders and men on down continuing many days to come, because now we're in the last days, man. Right. Pretty soon the men of the Lord are not going to be on the highways and byways telling you these things, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, he opened the seal of the scriptures to get the understanding and put this understanding in earthen vessels, meaning the men whom we call out of the world, man.
Right.
You got Isaiah.
Yeah, this is like you said, Isaiah 1, start at verse 25. He says, "And I will turn my hand upon thee." All right, and because that returning of his hand upon thee, all right, that's basically going into what? Bringing them back. All right, he's bringing us back into that fold of that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding.
That's right.
All right. He says, "Upon thee, and purely purge away thy dross, and take away all thy tin." All right, so the Lord is basically putting away, and basically that's what that no guile goes into.
In John, Revelation 14, it said they had no guile, meaning that we spoke uprightly and we walked uprightly.
Yep.
When you said no tin and all that, it tells you, and I forgot what chapter it is, but it said Israel has become unto me tin and lead and all these lesser metals. All right, now we're the Lord's jewelry. We're supposed to be gold and silver. Okay, so when it compared us to tin and lead and all those things, we became polluted with the philosophies of the world.
Right.
But through this word, we're being made pure. We're being upgraded to that higher metal again.
Right.
You know, that it's something of substance and value.
Right.
Yep.
Right. Verse 26, and I will restore thy judges as at the first, and thy counselors as at the beginning. Afterward, thou shalt be called the city of righteousness and the faithful city. Hey, and like you said, is he putting basically purging that those vain philosophies and things that we grew up on?
Yeah.
You know, we're basically returning back to that first estate.
We're being purged of our impurities. Now it says in Sirach 2, what? It said, except a man are tried in the furnace of adversity. What is it? A man should be tried as gold. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Yeah. So when gold has those impurities, you got to put it in that heat to burn away those impurities. Right? And we're going through that now.
And where we are, and what's the goal of that? To go back to that's going into that Jeremiah 31, as we said, you're putting the laws in the inward part.
Yeah.
We got to go through these purging to receive that reward.
Yeah, and that reward is, and I'll read it when the brother brings out. You want me to read it now?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so when you go to we just read it in class, but when you go to the 1 John 3, it says what? I'll start at verse 2. It says, "Beloved, now we are the sons of Yahweh, and it doth not appear what we shall be, but we know that when He shall appear, right, Yahweh, we shall be like Him, for we shall see Him as He is." Now it tells us that Yahweh Shai is not going to meet the people when He returns. He's not going to meet them as a man. We're not just going to be mere men upon His return. We're going to be given those new bodies again, which those laws are going to be written within our inward parts, and we're going to be perfect.
That's right.
All right. So yeah, man, there's going to be men that's perfect upon the earth, that are upright in every judgment call that they make. They have understanding of all the facets of reality. You know,
and everybody got a lot of people got a Bible in their home, right? But right here, now this is the record, the evidence, right? The legal document, the book of prophecies, 1 John 5:11, and this is the record that the Most High had given to us eternal life, and this life is in His Son.
And He was the word. He was the document made flesh. That's in let me can I get it for you guys real quick?
You got it.
It's John 1:14.
Yep.
It says you had it?
No, good.
Yeah, John 1:14. It says, "And the Word was made flesh and dwelt among us." That's talking about Yahweh Shai, man.
Right.
And we beheld His glory, the glory as only begotten of the Father, full of grace and truth.
Right.
All right, and like we just read in 1 John, we're gonna be like Him, man, when He returns. We're gonna be upright and perfect. We're gonna have that glory on us, man. We're gonna be little versions of our big brother.
That's right.
And that's the second Ezra 2. Verse 40 down.
Yeah.
Ezra asking the angel,
who are these? These are those that stood so stiffly. And then He was crowning His little brothers. He was crowning His friends.
There's no real around the people. You people want to wiggle out the way and thinking the truth of the Bible not on the earth. It's right in your face, man. Right here, you can't deny it, man. But it's because it's spiritual. That's why you ain't be able to get it, because you're not spiritual.
Yeah. It's just like I just got done watching the book of Eli this morning. And he did all that work to get that goddamn book, and he opened it and it was in Braille. And he couldn't read it. Yeah, so you said people got that book in their living room, but to them it's Braille.
That's right. You got more episode.
We have this faith that we have that belief that this is actually going to happen. Because one thing, we got this record, all right, this evidence that we believe, and we're going to keep with that faith.
That's right.
All right. I'm going to bring Hebrews 1:11. Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. All right. Now, have we seen these things happen as of yet? No. But through the like you said, the evidence through the scriptures, we have that faith and believe that this is gonna become what a reality.
Yeah.
All right.
It's to us, it's as real as me and you standing right here.
That's right.
Because we've been endowed with that gift of faith already. So we do see it. You know what I mean? And it might sound crazy. It does sound crazy to those who haven't been given the eye salve, who haven't been given that gift of faith. Because to us, we're like, it can't be nothing else but this. You know, to them, they're unsure. They're not fully persuaded in their mind.
That's right. That's right. And that's the, like you say, started off that going to what? That purging. All right. So we had to purge out all this and basically become a new man. We had to put off the old man.
Yeah. And so to walk after righteousness. Now, in the very last book, in Revelation 22, for those people, the scriptures say what? Let the filthy be filthy still. Let the righteous be righteous still. So you're certain people that it's their lot to just be filthy. They're not going to be purged of that dross. You know?
Right. You got more? Oh, go ahead.
It's the book of John 17, and I'm going to start at 15. It says, I pray not that thou shouldest take them out of the world, but that thou shouldest keep them from the evil. And this is going into when Yahweh Shai pretty much finished the course. Yep. He said, Father, restore me again into the glory in which I once had. And then I got these men in the world, thou knowest who they are, so on and so forth. It says, verse 16, they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. Sanctify them through thy truth. Thy word is truth. So we've been clean. Hey, what's it say, Psalms 119? How wherewithal shall a man cleanse his ways? By taking heed thereunto according to thy word. Mm-hmm. So we've been clean through the Spirit according to the word.
But people be bugging out because like people might in your family, like in our family, they know us. Like you ain't no problem. They can't perceive it, man.
Hey, the same way. What did they say to Yahweh Shai? It's not this Joseph's son or whatever. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. I got one more real quick.
Like, we know you, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, this ain't you.
Prophet. Yeah. Come on, man.
Did do anything good come out of Nazareth? They were like,
and that's why the scriptures say, what? It says, I'm paraphrasing, but it says the prophet is not loved in his own country.
Yep. I got one real quick. Proverbs 29:18. Where there is no vision, the people perish. People don't have spiritual vision. I mean, the Lord didn't give you that spiritual eyesight for you to see these things, man. You see what I'm saying? The things that's coming out of the Bible, which everyone has, right? But he that keepeth the law, happy is he. You see the men, the apostles and the elders and men on down teaching, they be happy, we be laughing, because the Lord gave us this spiritual eyesight to see these things. It's like a puzzle. When the puzzle come together perfect, you're like, wow, man, this, and you see the picture, it's like, man, this is crazy, man.
And it's comfort to us. Because us dwelling in this wicked world, we can still smile and laugh because we like, okay, at least we know what the end of this is gonna be. Right. We don't have to be in despair.
Right.
You know what I mean? Despair is a complete lack of hope. But we're prisoners of hope.
Man, we ain't got no choice.
You may have things like, well, my grandma or my great grandma knew this. Hey, the vision was at a point in time. Mm-hmm. The book was sealed during the time of Daniel, and when we just went into Revelation 5, all right, around the 5th verse, it was opened by what? By the blood of the Lamb. Right. He was worthy to open the book. And then during the time of, like you say, the late 50s, early 60s, when that knowledge started coming back into the earth.
All right.
I got something.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. Just the book of John 14 and 16 and 17, it says, and I will pray the Father, and he shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. Even the Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive, because it seeth him not, neither knoweth him, but ye know him, for he dwelleth with you and shall be in you. And that's right now, man. The Lord's supping with us, bro. Revelation 3:20. I come and knock. If anybody answers me, hey, I shall come in and will sup with him. It's all taking place in the Spirit.
So the Lord is supping with somebody. Mm-hmm. Who might it be?
Because this was happening in the world. And what is scripture in the Apocrypha in 1st and 2nd Ezra, where it says, although I have not seen him with bodily eyes.
I got you.
So it's a spiritual thing, how we see the Lord, because we see him through the word, because he comes in the volume of the book. That's how we're able to see Yahweh, why Yahweh shot, man. Because he comes in the volume of the book. You got that?
Because pretty much when you read up a little bit, it's going into how the Lord pretty much cast us off because we're disobedient. Mm-hmm. So this is 2nd Ezra 1 and 34. I'm going to start at 34 and try to get through it. It says, and your children shall not be fruitful, for they have despised my commandments and done the thing that is evil before me. Your houses will I give to a people that shall come, which not having heard of me, yet shall believe me, to whom I have showed no signs, yet they shall do that I have commanded them. And that's going into us, but it reads on, it says, they have seen no prophets, yet they shall call their sins to remembrance and acknowledge them. I take to witness the grace of the people to come, whose little ones rejoice in gladness, and though they have not seen me with bodily eyes, yet in spirit they believe the thing that I say.
You got it out. That's perfect. You got it out. You bring it down.
Yeah. That's us, brothers. Yeah. That's us, man. We're literally the fulfillment of prophecy, man.
Yeah. Right.
We literally came back into life, bro.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have, like it says in Proverbs 21:16, wandering out of the way of the understanding. You're in the congregation of the dead.
Without divine intervention, man, it would be impossible for us to come back into this knowledge.
Exactly. That's right.
You understand? So when you go to Daniel, the 12th chapter, the 4th verse, and it talks about, just go ahead and get it. Because, that's it's like, wow, the Lord actually cared enough, man, to give us an out.
Man, bro.
Because he didn't have to give us out. You know what I mean?
Yep.
My son, sometimes when he going off or I got to punish him, I'll give him an opportunity to make it right.
Before you punish him.
Yeah. Even after I punish him, I'll give him an opportunity to get back in good graces.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we've been given that opportunity to get back in good graces with our power. Go ahead, brother.
This is Daniel 12, verse 4. But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book.
So the understanding was sealed for a time. We weren't able to have that law in these earthen vessels for a time. But then what did the Lord say will happen? Go ahead.
Even to the time of the end, many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased.
And in this time, knowledge is being increased, man. We come back to our heritage. We come back to the understanding of the conduct we're supposed to have. And that understanding is going to be that ticket, all right? To the Kingdom Express. You need that golden ticket to get on the train. All right? Right. and through that's why this kingdom is going to be translated from one people to another. So what we're involved in, we're involved in the changing of global dominion. Yep. This isn't just a group to be a part of, a boys club on the weekends. No, this is the establishment of the new government that's coming upon earth. Right. And to those that don't have the eye salve, they can't see it being something so majestic, but it is.
I got one. John 6:63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profiteth nothing, because the spirit is what brings you to life. Like the brother was saying, Brother Paul, like, man, because we was dead, but the spirit the Lord put upon us, it made us alive, man. You see what I'm saying? It is the spirit that quickeneth, because the word quickeneth means to make alive. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that are speaking to you, they are spirit, they are life. Right? That's what you're seeing right now. We was dehydrated at one time without this word, because the word is living water. Right. So this word had hydrated us, brought us back to life, and we stand up. Man, come out here and teach his word to you, man.
That water in a dry place.
Right, water in maybe go over them. They go down to until Ezekiel chapter 37, the dry bones.
Yeah. The news open, and the body started making, the bones started getting flesh upon it. This is us right here.
Right. So imagine seeing that in the literal form, like a skeleton, just flesh growing back. You would flip out, and that's how our enemies look at us. They're like, what the? You know what I mean? Imagine you see the skeleton there. You like, we killed that motherfucker, man. We got it done. He's completely detached, and all of a sudden you see him come back to life. The tissue starting to come on his bones. His nervous system start connecting, and he's starting. You'll flip
heart
out.
start breathing and shit. Then the skin come on. He tap on your shoulder.
You will be in a complete panic, and then also what you will be doing, you will be scrambling and being sloppy, in whatever on how to fix it. And this devil is scrambling and being sloppy on trying to fix it. Like, oh shit, this motherfucker's he's standing on his feet.
He know it that he had but a short
time.
You
know what he has short.
When you got a short time, you rush.
Yeah, he's rushing. So because he's seeing this miracle happen, these men stand back on their feet. This government being raised back up. He's rushing and he's sloppy than the motherfucker.
He forgetting. Oh shit! I skipped over this part. Like
I skipped over. Oh damn! You got dead bodies waking up on the news. So the crisis act is waking up. They supposed to be dead. He's just sloppy to the motherfucker, man. Because he's witnessed, because he's shook and he's seeing this miracle happen. And our people don't realize what they see when they walk past us on the highways and byways. We got the rulers of this world shook up, man.
Absolutely. I'm trying to find some real quick if I can. I can't find it.
Anybody got anything?
No, that's it. Close out.
You got anything? All right, go ahead.
So Lord will, I hope this was edifying. Until the next time, I should say, Shalom.
Press the end button. Salaki, y'all. I don't know why. Okay.
It's the whole narrative.